What up, be all? Resident 47 returning again real quick. Currently uploading the Helium Pirate Pro review. So while that's taken care of, I can knock out one more video for y'all. Thought about this. I've been listening to this group a lot lately, and it made me remember. Before the record ended, we were gonna do an episode on this group, but we didn't. And since I've been bumping them a lot lately, it'd be the perfect time to do a video for them on my own. So the group I'm talking about is the group that got me into hip hop, and I'll be doing a discography ranking on all 6 of their albums, which is A Tribe Called Quest. So the first time I heard Tribe Called Quest was 2009, I think, second grade. My pops just randomly had his MP3 on shuffle, and the song "I Left My Wallet" and El Segundo came up, and I liked that shit. The storytelling was really good. Well, it's fucking legendary. The beat was dope, and for a while I didn't hear anything else from them until 2013. We first got Dish Network, which came with like 100 fucking Sirius XM channels, and one night we were listening to the classic hip hop station Backspin, which is now Rock the Bells, and the song Bonita Applebomb came up, which ironically those first 2 songs are from the same album. So I heard that and I fucking loved it too. Actually downloaded that song in 6th grade, and then I heard him again in 2015, 8th grade. My pops was just randomly one night watching the Beats, Rhymes, and Life documentary. I just happened to walk in on it, sat down, and watched the rest of it with him. And the songs they were playing on there, like throughout from each album, I really caught my ear. So I went down to Best Buy one day. I just so happened to find this album right here, which the first 2 songs I heard from the group are on this album. What is "Left My Wallet" and El Segundo and "Beating Applebaum." People's Interesting Their Travels with Pass the Rhythm. Picked this up. I fucking loved it. Just went through the rest of their catalog, and one of my favorite groups of all time since then. So let's get down to the albums. I have them set up from least favorite to most favorite, of course. So, number 6, my least favorite Tribe album, and probably most people's least favorite, The Love Movement, from 1998. I mean, the cover should tell you all, like, how inspired this album was. Like, it reminds me of Atmosphere 7 Travels from 2003. You know, like, which paid tribute to, like, the Beatles' White Album. But unlike that actually had an original cover. This just was just uninspired as fuck. They tried looking like a fucking 90s R&B group. So, yeah, bland, boring. From the lyrics to the production, just like they just randomly went to the toilet and just shitted out this album, and the quality of it speaks the same language. But there are a couple of tracks like "Find a Way." That's one of my favorite Tribe songs. That's really good. "Stepping It Up" with Busta Rhymes and Redman. That's pretty much all I like on here. But there's a few bonus tracks on here that are not listed on the track list, but I also like "Hot Sex." That was a bonus track on Midnight Marauders. That I think that was it was either exclusive to the cassette or it was exclusive to Europe. And then there's the Scenario remix, which I fucking love. That was my shit back then, and I still love it today. Other than that, fuck this album. Don't pick this album up unless you're a collector and you need to have all their albums like I did. Stay away from this. The Love Movement from 1998. That is definitely their worst album. So go to number 5 now. I was actually able to see this album drop because it's their last record, their first album in 18 years since Love Movement. This was a big deal when this album came out. It was huge. And it is... We got it from here. Thank you for your service. Like the title would suggest, it is a very final album. A little better than a Love Movement. It has better production. The rapping better on here. But I mean, it's just not the Tribe that I like. I had to really sit down and listen to the album a lot to like it back then. And I don't like it really at all nowadays either. But in the intro you can see the low end theory shit right there. That's fucking cool. Yeah, I like a few tracks in here, like the Space Program. That was a dope song. We the People. I actually watched that play it on Saturday Night Live. And when Fice first came on, they had like this big like tapestry that came down with a picture of Fife, and then they just let the verse play. That was a pretty cool tribute. Um, Whatever will be. Um, Mobius got a dope beat to it. I think that's Kanye on it. Lost Somebody, that's my favorite track on here. Amazing tribute to Fight Dog. Conrad Tokyo with Kendrick Lamar, that was a cool song. But yeah, man, not really a big fan of this album, honestly. I really don't give a fuck what anyone else thinks. If you like the album, cool. If you don't like it, I agree. So we got it from here. Thank you for your service from 2016. Came out on November 11th. I remember that. So going on. Okay, these next four albums I like fully. So we're gonna go to 1996. This is an underrated album, I think. I don't hear this album ever mentioned. Beats, Rhymes, and Life. Their fourth album. This is like a kind of like a weird album because all the band members weren't in this like in the same living in the same city at the same time. Fife was moving in Atlanta, so there's some difficulties and like roadblocks when it came to recording this album because of that. But they pulled it together, came out with a pretty fucking dope album. It doesn't have like that jazzy production like the first three albums do. It's produced by the Uma, which is like a duo, Q-Tip and Jay Dilla on production. But the production and the lyrics are still dope, man. Like, this is a little more explicit than the first three. Like, they went a little more raw with this shit. Like, Phony Rappers, that was a fucking dope song. Get a Hold. Really good sample on that shit. Like, in the chorus. Love it. What else I like? Crew, that was a really short song. Mind Power, The Hop. That's my favorite song. It was produced by Rashad Smith, actually. Baby Spice Return. What really goes on? Wordplay. And then like the big hit from the album at the end, Stressed Out with Faith Evans. So yeah, dope album, underrated. Should be talked about more. Like their second and third albums, people act like they're only the trap albums that ever existed. But this shit and the next album show are fucking just as dope, man. Beats, Rhymes, and Life, 1996. And bringing it back to the beginning. This is my third favorite Tribe album, and I think it's the most underrated album. Like, I never hear this fucking mentioned, like, ever, except for, like, anniversaries. People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of Rhythm, 1990. Fucking awesome debut. One of the best albums from 1990, which, yeah, they right off the bat, they kind of had like a different style on this album, but it was still like that Native Tongues Conscious type shit. This is the 2016 European reissue. I had to get this because for a long time I only had this, and it drove me fucking insane that I didn't have the album in full color. So, very jazzy, very dirty production. Like the drums on this album are fucking amazing. Like I Push It Along, that's my favorite track on the album. Love the production, the samples on that. Lucky Lucian, that song takes me back. Same thing with Footprints, I fucking love that song, the beat is so dope. I Left My Wallet and El Segundo, Benita Applebaum, those are the first two songs I heard from them. Can I Kick It, that's like their biggest song. The sample on The Use is a big song in its own right. Youthful Expression, Mr. Muhammad, Ham and Eggs, that was a cool song. Description of a Fool, the closing track. Fucking dope album, man. Should get talked about more. Almost as good as these next two albums I show off. It's got that jazzy sound. It's got that conscious, classic Tribe lyrical style. Give this album some more love, y'all. People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of Rhythm. Now, this next one, my second favorite Tribe album, is one of the most celebrated albums of all time. Not just in hip-hop, just overall. And it's most people's favorite Tribe album. Midnight Marauders. 1993. Released on November 9th, the same day as Wu-Tang Clan's Enter the 36 Chambers. Fucking amazing album. Their production I hear, compared to Low End Theory, is a lot dirtier. It's a lot hard-hitting with the drums. It's more like melodic with the samples. This and like feels distinctive, and like a couple other albums were some of the first albums I ever had in my rap collection, which I can tell because this case is just broke. That's a pretty cool pic of them. Yeah, the teeth are fucking busted on here. The case just came apart, but I can put it back together, thankfully. There we go. Alright, what's on here, man? Steve Biko, Stir It Up. A War Tour. A fucking classic song. 8 Million Tories. Sucka N. Midnight. Electric Relaxation. Classic. Oh, that beat. Oh my god, I fucking love that song, that beat. And Busta Rhymes with the chorus, man. The Chase Part 2. Lyrics to Go. That's my favorite track on the album. And then I believe God Was Through. Has like an asterisk next to it. I don't think if that's like a... I don't know if that's like a fucking bonus track or what, but... mostly produced by Tribe, but there's a couple tracks here by like... There's one track by Skip Anselm, which is 8 Million Stories, and then Keep It Rolling was done by Large Professor. Fucking love this album, man. Midnight Marauders, one of my favorite albums of all time. And, by the way, there are 3 different covers for this album. There is this one, which is the red cover. You can see the red clock border. There's a green one, green border, which I have on vinyl. And then there's a black border, which I don't have. But all 3 of those have, like, different people on the cover. So, like, on here, you got, like, who's on here? You got, like, so, like, MC Search on here. But, yeah, I'm actually open this fucking thing up, man. You can, there's a different page in here. You can see, like, alright, so you can get, like, you can see, like, Beastie Boys. You can see, like, Pete Nice, MC Search, Third Base, Della Funky, Homo Sapien. I believe Black Moon's in there. Souls of Mischief. Yeah, iconic album cover, man. Fucking masterpiece. This should be an album in everyone's collection. Even if you're not big in hip hop and you collect multiple genres, this should be in your hip hop section for sure. Same thing with this next album, last album, which is my favorite Tribe album of all time. My favorite fucking albums of all time in general, man. From 1991, what else could it be than the Low End Theory? This is where they just fucking got it. Like, Hills Instinctive Travels, they were starting to get it. Like, Phife Dawg wasn't really on there, except for like 5 tracks. Jarobi was on there, but he didn't rap. He was just doing like some skits in between songs. But, as they were doing this album, Jarobi left the group because he wanted to do like some, do like a cooking class and shit like that. Phife Dawg had to step up to the plate and like really start putting in some work. And because of that, this is like one of the reasons this is my favorite Tribe album. He goes fucking in on this shit. And the production just got a lot better too. It's a lot more darker. It's a little darker, more bass heavy, as the album would title would suggest. And iconic artwork. This is like really got their signature artwork style in on with the Tribe Called Quest Neon Lady, I guess you could call it. But I love this picture in the booklet. It's one of my favorite Tribe pics. That right there, fucking dope. With all like that weird ass lighting. But yeah. Let's see here. My favorite tracks in here: Excursions, classic opening track. Bugging Out. You know, microphone check 1 2. What is this? Butter, Phife Dawg track. Love the drums on that. Show Business with Brand Nubian. There's an OG version of that called Georgie Porgy, which you can find on YouTube. And when you listen to it, you can clearly see why they rewrote the lyrics. Vibes and Stuff, that might be my favorite song in here. That fucking grain sample, amazing. Check the Rhyme, like the biggest track on the album. Everything Is Fair, that's kind of an underrated track. I love that vocal sample. My favorite track on this album, Jazz We've Got. I fucking love that beat. Fucking Q-Tip, Phife, go in on that shit. What else is on here? Scenario with Leaders of the New School. Man, the most iconic verse on that album is definitely on this album. There's Busta Rhymes on this shit. Yeah, it's one of the best verses ever fucking written and recorded. And this is my favorite Tribe album. Came out the same day as one of my other favorite albums of all time, Nirvana's Nevermind, September 24th, 1991. So there you go. Low End Theory, my favorite Tribe album. I'll rewind it, run it back for y'all. Brief summary on the ranking. My least favorite Tribe album, The Love Movement. Number 5, We Got It From Here, Thank You For Your Service. Number 4, Beats, Rhymes, and Life. Third favorite, People's Instinctive Travels in the Paths of Rhythm. Second favorite, Midnight Marauders. And then, as you just saw, my favorite tribe album, Low End Theory. So, thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share it, all that shit. Doing a lot of cool shit on this fucking channel, man. Thank y'all for watching. I'm Ryzen47, and I'm out of here.